is a dilute solution.
This is a concentrated solution. Molarity is the number of moles of solute in 1 liter of a solution. The equation of molarity is the amount of solute in moles over the volume of the solution in liters. If you have 23 grams of sodium hydroxide in 1 liter of water, what is the molarity of the solution? First thing we must do is convert the 23 grams of sodium hydroxide into moles of sodium hydroxide, because that's what the equation requires. So we must find the molar mass of sodium hydroxide, which is 40 grams. Don't forget to label, because you don't want to get confused of what each quantity is. We put moles on top because that is what we were trying to find. And the next thing you do is calculate it. You do 23 divided by 40, which ends up being 0.575 moles of NaOH. Alright, now that we find out the moles, we have to put it back into the equation, which this is a simplified form of the equation. And you see we have the moles on top. What we have to put on bottom is the volume in liters. And if you remember in the question, it was in 1 liter of water. So now you divide these two, which isn't too tough. And the molarity ends up being 0.575 M and the M stands for molarity, and that is the molarity of the solution. In lab, you need a 5M NaCl solution. How many grams of NaCl do you need to put in 1 liter of H2O? First thing we need to figure out is what the equation should look like. And this is the equation for a 5M NaCl solution. So the first thing we need to do is figure out how many grams are in 1 mole of NaCl, which is 58 grams. You set up your little chart thingy, and you put however many moles you have up here. So you have 5M NaCl. And 58 grams of NaCl is an equivalent of 1 mole of NaCl. You put the grams on top because that is what you're trying to find out. So all you need to do in this case is multiply 5 by 58, which ends up being 290. So you would need to put 290 grams of NaCl in 1 liter of water for it to become a 5M solution of NaCl.
Mass percent is a way to express the mass of solute present in a given mass of solution. The equation for the mass percent is the mass of solute in grams over the mass of the solution in grams times 100. A 135 gram sample of seawater is evaporated to dryness, leaving 4.3 grams of solid residue. Calculate the mass percent. So remembering the equation of the mass percent is the mass of the solute over the mass of the solution times 100. And in the problem we had a 4.3 grams of solute over a 135 grams solution times 100. 4.3 divided by 135 comes out to be 0.032, and that times 100 is roughly 3%. What mass of water must be added to 425 grams of formaldehyde to prepare a 40% solution of formaldehyde? Okay, remembering that the equation of mass percent is the solute in grams over the solution in grams, which the solution is the solute plus the solvent times 100. Okay, in this problem, we're going to be solving for the mass of the solution. So the solute was 425 grams of formaldehyde, which would be over, since the solution is the solute plus the solvent, it's going to be 425 plus X times 100 equals 40%. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is divide by 100. And that leaves us with 425 grams over 425 plus X equals 0.40. And now we're going to multiply the solution over to this side. So 425 plus X and times 425 plus X. And then leaves us with 425 equals 0.40 times 425 plus X. Okay, so now we're going to distribute the 0.40 to this, so it would be 425 equals 170 plus 0.40x, and then subtract 170, and that leaves us with 255 equals 0.40x, and divide by 0.40, and then x equals 638 grams.